Good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Rapid Startup Meetup online version. We're meeting every week to discuss how to and go through some of the events in my how to of growing, starting, and launching your own business. We are talking all things marketing at the moment, getting launched, and some pre-launch strategies. So I'm going to take you through some of my pre-launch strategies, and hopefully we'll discuss some of yours as well. If you're coming in live, welcome back, Paul. Welcome back, Francis. A few others over here already in rapidexecutive.com/live. If you want to chat, you can watch and chat at the same time on that page. We're live on there. Well, a few people coming in already. That's great. Good to see you. If you're watching on the preview, you can still get, on the replay, you can still get all the details from today's notes for the next couple of days here at rapidexecutive.com/live. The details are all there. Everything we discussed tonight will be there as well. rapidexecutive.com/live. Come join the conversation. We get into a bit of Q&A towards the end of this as well. So if you have questions about your business specifically, stick around. You can always ask there. Last week's session notes are all up there as well, so you can see previous questions. Let's get into this evening's stuff. So tonight we are talking pre-launch. That was my Australian coming in. We are talking pre-launch strategies. I'm actually in pre-launch myself. This is the prequel to the day 7 of the 7-day startup. If we're following that framework to get your business launched in a week, this is just pre-day 7. So day 7 is your launch day. Go live, take the covers off, open the door, turn your cart on, whatever you need to do to actually launch. Send that email you need to send out to your list, whatever it is that you are doing on your launch day, you do on day 7. We're just doing some final pre-launch at the moment. So this is an in-between episode, a bonus episode, if you like. We'll be doing launch next week for our in-person event. I'll also do the launch on the Tuesday night as well. Now, for those who are following along, you'll know that I have a huge event coming up this weekend. I'm traveling over east to Sydney to see Tony Robbins, and we're actually sponsoring the event. So there's 5,000 people there, and we have the privilege, I should say, to support those 5,000 people with some of our products. So I'm very happy about that. So it's been a very busy week. So I've got a lot of pre-launch stuff. So my idea, g'day Shane. If you're coming in, guys, just let me know where you're coming in from. I know Shane, Paul, and Francis are all coming in from Perth. But let me know where you're coming in from over in the chat box. But we are definitely in pre-launch at the moment. So I've got a few things that I can show you that I'm up to capitalize on the huge marketing that is a big event like this. Some things that I've been doing in the background, some preparation, some things I've been doing on the side as well to capitalize on that and how to boost, I guess, my overall marketing efforts and getting into a launch. I'll also be launching something new, very soon. I'm very excited about that as well. So I'll give you some details behind that too soon as well. So let's just jump back to me for a moment. Hopefully it lets me flick back and forth. Sometimes we get a bit of Googleism. G'day, I'm Nathan. I'm from Perth Rapid Startups down here in Perth, WA. We meet every fortnight in person and every week on a Tuesday, this time online. Due to popular demand, we wanted to meet more often and get a bit more Q&A action happening. This is, I guess, my way of sharing more of the information from the framework, from the 7-day startup. G'day, Eddie. Good to see you again from Waikiki down here in Perth as well. Good to see you back. All right, guys, we'll get into tonight's session. I've got a bit of a recap from last week. I'm Nathan. I'm from Perth as well. Not sure who that is. If you want to change your name, just click on where it says anonymous and whatever you've typed. You can change your name in there as well. Let me know where you're coming in from as well. So everyone coming from Perth, which is great. More Perth people. We are meeting next Wednesday. We've changed event location again. We're going through a few event locations at the moment, trying to find the best one. We are going to be up in Malaga at a manufacturer's boardroom, which is pretty cool. So if you are an inventor, you're a tinkerer, if you've got an idea for an invention or want to get something, a physical product up and running, and you're looking to talk to a manufacturer, best place to do that would be at the next in-person, and that is next Wednesday. It's during the day. So I guess for those serious entrepreneurs, we are meeting. It's at lunchtime, so if you can get off at lunchtime, you can come meet up with us then. I might even get us some snackies. There'll definitely be some coffee. That's my first day back from over East, so I'll be pretty hammered, but we will persevere nonetheless. But guys, we will meet in person next Wednesday. Next Tuesday online in the evening as well. This time, same bat time. All right, let's jump into tonight's session. If you are new here, rapidexecutive.com/live, you can jump on, grab all the notes from tonight, all the clickable links that will take you all the info that's shared this evening as well. You can also see the video at the top and the comments down the bottom. So if you want to join the conversation there, you can obviously ask any questions on any of the slides. If you have a more generic question about your own business or where you are at the moment, try and leave those to the end. But happy to take any questions, guys. So let's get to it. All right, so for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about day 6, which is marketing. So getting yourself ready for that launch so that you're not launching 2 crickets. Specifically, last session, we talked about metrics and tracking, one of my favorite things at the moment. So this is all things sales and funnels, tracking people across the internet, all that sort of cool stuff. And we discussed a bit of email as well and a working funnel with all the stats. Now this week we are doing some similar stuff. So we're building on what we've been working on the last couple of weeks and working that into an actual pre-launch. So getting things ready for, I guess, a big launch day. So some items we need to cover off tonight will be a recap on email, some tools that I'm using, some tools that you can use as well, cheap or free tools that you can use that really significantly grow your launch strategy, how to grow and scale, and stay till the end because I've got an actual in-play pre-launch funnel that I've got working at the moment. We touched on it a little bit last week, but I want to give you an update on that and where I'm taking it. So stick around. All right, every week we start with our why. For those that are new, the reason we start with our why is because eventually everything becomes a job. Something I've been discussing, and it kind of plays into exactly where I am at the moment in my business. I started a e-commerce business exactly 2 years ago next week. Yes, 2 years ago next week. I'm getting hit up by ASIC for my renew my business details. But it kind of started out of nowhere. It was my first 7-day startup. I would definitely call it successful. We launched in 7 days with an e-commerce store to our first sale on that 7th day. So it was very exciting. It was right at the start of the 7th day as well, not at the end. So we had plenty of room to move from there. We didn't get that many sales after that first day anyway, but it was very exciting to make my first dollar, technically my first dollar online. So fast forward, and I've grown that business quite significantly, definitely well over a 6-figure business now. And it definitely feels like a job. I love it. I love the products. I love serving the customers. I love finding out all this new stuff, putting all these new things, new tools, cool tricks and tips to apply, learning all these new skills and testing them on the business. It's great fun. But sitting up till midnight every night packing orders for an e-commerce store is definitely not my idea of good fun. So some days it definitely feels like a job. Having said that, as I mentioned earlier, I'm heading over east at the moment, getting prepped up, and I leave tomorrow morning. I'm heading over east tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be at the Tony Robbins event. It's a 4-day event. Goes from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the morning the next morning. So it's pretty hectic, a couple of days. Very exciting, lots of jumping around, lots of hugging, lots of dancing, lots of loud music. but very, very exciting time. I will be sponsoring the event. So my business has grown to a point where I've been invited along to a 5,000 people, extremely high profile event with my product. So very, very exciting indeed. So if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So I haven't thought of these next 5 days as being work at any point. There's definitely been a lot of work prep, getting it up and running, getting it all there. And those are the days where it feels like it does feel like a job. But the next 5 days is all for work, but I will enjoy every single minute of it because it'll be so much fun. All right, for anyone that's new here, this is a business model matrix that's available in today's slides. If you are thinking about getting started, if you're thinking about starting a business, if you have been looking at this for a while, but you're not sure where your idea sits, you can use this model to work out where best to place your idea. So, what best suits you? Are you a teacher? Are you a freelancer? Are you a maker? You're a designer, an artist? You're thinking about getting into physical products? Just gives you a bit of a real world example of those as well. I've pulled a list together. So this is available in today's notes, rapidexecutive.com/live. Just click the big blue. I can't talk tonight. I have been very busy this week. Apologies, guys, but click the big blue download button. You don't need to put an email address or anything like that. It just gives you a PDF where all these are clickable. So this is very good for you if you are just starting out. There's plenty of great reading there. I put together pretty much case studies for each of those. So a bit of an idea about where your idea might actually sit. And as we mentioned every week, there is a way to get right back to lesson 1 if you can't wait for us to get all the way through. You can go back to rapidexecutive.com/launch and you can start back from day 1 there. It's just the recorded webinars. All right, I've mentioned this a couple of times. This is definitely one of my favorite quotes from my favorite marketer of all time, Gary Vaynerchuk. Everyone needs to be a media company. What does he mean by that? Guys, you need to be promoting your thing. Think of yourself first as a media company, producing content around your thing, talking about your thing. If you're not doing that, then it's very hard to stand out amongst the noise. He also says content. Period. Definitely content. So important. And we'll talk about that a little bit tonight. So let's get into some metrics and tracking. Where are the fish? Where to find your customers and how to get them to you and how to see what they get up to when they get there. So we are talking a little bit about tracking tonight. This is nothing black hat or, dangerous or illegal in any way. This is just standard internet tagging, tracking that's available to anyone that isn't, hasn't got some sort of blocking software on their PCs. It's just basically a way of tracking what your customers get up to so you can better serve them. And what gets measured gets managed. So I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So let's start with content. So when I first started my growth strategy this year, at the start of this year, I have been focused a lot on my Amazon business, and I put my e-commerce store on the back burner. What I did to, I guess, become my own media company was start to write some content. So I put together a really simple funnel. This was an example I put together for you guys a couple of months back. I started with, I wanted to move people from cold traffic, getting them on my email list so they're qualified leads, and slowly move them to a purchase. So this is pretty much a standard e-commerce type funnel, but it could be applied to many different products, many different industries. You name it, I could probably work out a way to do that. So if you are, I know we've got Frances here is launching a tea company. This would definitely work for her. Leading with value at first, a media article, a blog post that has some sort of lead magnet, they called, or some sort of value at the bottom that you'll be giving someone either a printout of this, a PDF version of it, some additional information, or they want to find out this sort of stuff more readily, then they could sign up to your email list. You then use the email to nurture those customers and convert them into buyers. And hopefully they make a purchase. So that is a very simple funnel. So I put one of those together. I created a big meaty article specifically around coconut oil. This one was. I just basically took a whole lot of question and answers I was getting from customers. I'd written the same or similar email out so many different times. I just collected up all the responses, sat down for a couple of hours and wrote out exactly, I think this is about a 4,000 word post with a bunch of pictures and stuff. And I put it together into a PDF at the bottom where they could, we're giving this away as a handy guide below. Download it, print it, share it. It's yours for free. And there's an email sign up at the bottom and an email sign up on the side that gives them that printout. So media article, a little push, a little nudge to get them to sign up to the email article, and then I can follow them up from there. So we did a bit of tracking on that. The tracking I'm using here, quite simply, is Google Analytics. It's the simplest way you can do very, very, very easy tracking on your website. You don't really need any sort of technical nous to know how this works. Now, this looks a little technical, but these are really standard reports. Click about 3 buttons in Google Analytics and you'll be able to pull up this sort of thing. So I'm looking at how many people are entering this article and how many people are converting over to my email list. So a 5% conversion rate on that, but my traffic has spiked way up. So very happy with that. And then I showed you an update recently at the end of August, it's a couple of weeks ago now. I still am getting almost 5% conversion rate on that article, and my traffic has 100x since then. So 5% way back when, not meaning at all. Right now, it's quite a lot. So definitely a lot of people come to the article. I'm getting daily notifications now of people signing up regularly. So very happy with that. These are new people on my email list. So let's move on to the next strategy, which is paid traffic. And the simplest way to start paid traffic is with Facebook. Another example I did a couple of weeks ago for you guys as well was a $50 experiment where I tried to get in front of 2,500 people. Now on Facebook, that's in Facebook metrics, that means they flicked past it on their news feed. So 2,500 is not a hell of a lot. You got to think a lot of those people have flicked past it or got distracted by a cat or something. 250 clicks is what I was after and 25 signups. So $50 experiment would get you these numbers if your funnel is working correctly. If you've got something to capture people's attention, something to get them to click. So you've caught their attention, you've stopped them from flicking, then you've got them to click, and then you've got them to do whatever your action is on the back end, which for me, it was signing up. So remember, it's just a test. It's only $50. So my hope was to get 2,500 people, as I said. I had an image that I was collecting people over. There are some restrictions on Facebook, just to give you a pre-warning if you've never done a Facebook ad before. I had to shrink my words down to make sure they didn't cover more than 20% of the page. This was an image that I stole from the affiliate product that I was selling. So I didn't even have to make an image up. I just needed to shrink those words a little bit. I was sending them to a ClickFunnels that I'd set up. I had a split test on that ClickFunnels, which is really simple. You just say add page, and I changed the title just to see what words were converting for those people. So 2,500 people I tried to get in to the funnel. I was hoping to convert those, again, 250 to click over, 25 of those to sign up once they saw it. And eventually I was hoping to get 5 affiliate sales out of that, which would well and truly get me back my budget. So trying to make that actually successful. So I automated this. Now this is getting a little bit technical again. I'll probably go just pretty quickly over this, but this is the kind of results you'll get from Facebook. Really simply, I was paying about $3 per conversion. Now conversion means they actually signed up to my email list. I didn't quite get my 25. I got 15, but that was only in that first 5 days. So I was very happy with that. I let it run. We had some organic traffic from that as well. So I ended up getting 46 in that first week converted. So 22% of my landed visitors, that was people that clicked off the page and got onto this one. They then watched the video and signed up. So I entered a whole lot of details because this is an affiliate product. I needed their email address, I needed their phone number, I needed their physical address. So I was extremely happy with the 22% conversion rate. That means this video is really, really good. People really wanted the product. So very happy with that. I'll skip over some of the automation stuff because we've talked about that before. Sorry for the barking dog in the background, being a guard dog. And just quickly on the numbers, in that first week, I turned that $50 into around about $1,000 US in affiliate bonuses. So very happy with that. All right, let's move into the meat of tonight's session, which is how to move your traffic up that value ladder into customers. We're talking again about email marketing. So I'm back to email. So all of these strategies have gotten people onto an email list. There's some paid traffic versions. There's some content. As you saw, that content originally went up in April and we're now September. So that's a long-term play. For me, for the internet world, April to September sounds like a eons. And I'm sure a lot of you think, oh, I can't wait that long for something to happen. I need it to happen now. Paid traffic is the now. But if I had just done paid traffic, I wouldn't be having the numbers I'd be having now just from those organic numbers. So my organic traffic is about 50-50 to my paid traffic. So you'll see here, actually 50% of my traffic, 49% of my traffic comes from organic search. And a lot of that is helped by me writing articles. We also have some referrals and some Google cost per click and things like that. So we had Google, we had Facebook and a few others in there, and we're back up to that 50%. The other 15% there is email. So these three arrows. So that's my email subscribers and then some other email providers that don't say that they come through the same thing, even though they are. So that's me sending out a broadcast email. And you can see the goal from the emails is quite high. So 15% of my total traffic coming from email. So what? Looks slightly different when you look at it this way. So this is my traffic over July. So from email, one email here, two emails here. So you'll see I'm getting residual email traffic even when haven't sent that email out. That's people opening it later. And out of those two emails alone, I made $2,200. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We love MailChimp. That's what we use, rapidexecutive.com/MailChimp if you're interested in an email service provider. MailChimp's the one I use. I'm using their free version for all my email broadcasts, and I'm using a paid version, which lets you have up to 500. The free one actually gives you 2,000, but you don't get any autoresponders, so you don't get to send people automatic sequences. But you can still do broadcasts and stuff, so newsletters and things. With the free one, you can have 2,000 people on that. So that's where I put all of my customers for that e-commerce store. I'm almost outgrowing that now. But when I put people through a new sequence, I'll put them on the paid list first, warm them up, and then I move them over to my other one. So I'll explain what all that is in a minute. All right, so we have a new sales funnel happening right now. It's part of the, I guess, my 2-year anniversary, as I mentioned before, the 2-year birthday of this e-commerce store. We're wrapping that up with the big event we have happening at now. It just happens to serendipitously working at exactly the same time. So I'm putting them together. One can talk to the other, which is always nice. Nice to tell people you have been around for 2 years, and nice to tell the people that have been around for those 2 years that you're doing something cool like going to Tony Robbins. So they're definitely playing off each other, which is really cool. So I had a very busy week last week, and this was my busy week on a page. I won't go into this in too much detail on here because you won't be able to read my shorthand, but this is effectively how my funnel is working. So I have a flyer I'm handing out at the event, which pushes everyone to this giveaway. It's sort of landing them on a page that tells them, hey, you're here from the event. I know who you are, and we have this giveaway going. You should come along. The giveaway's awesome. I'm also feeding people into this giveaway from emails from my website, from social media, things like that as well. And then eventually what I'm trying to do is get people onto an email list. So I'll explain exactly what that is. So here is what the giveaway looks like. Now this is a very, very cool tool. This is called King Sumo Giveaways. It's actually a WordPress plugin. It's a paid plugin. I'm not an affiliate in any way. It's from the guys from SumoMe. They give a whole bunch of free tools. They're awesome. I discovered it from the free tool that this thing was available, and it is awesome. It's so easy to set up. You get a page, you add some images in, you put a headline in there and a description, and everything else is done for you. It's really, really awesome. It collects all the people, puts them on your email list for you, collects them all up, and then you can press a button on the date that it's due, and it just randomly draws out a name. If it's like a dud email, you can click draw again. So all these things for a giveaway is all built into it. So it's very, very cool. But it is definitely working like crazy at the moment. So my number one goal with this funnel is to collect 500 new email addresses. So that will put us right at the end of our 2,000 free list. So I'm hoping that we get right to the end so that I am pushed with that to convert to the next version. So very happy with that. 500 additional emails is about a 25 to 30% increase in the current emails. And as you saw before, I can send 2 emails out and get a couple of $1,000. So with a few hundred extra email addresses, I'm sure that that would increase. So last week I showed you that I had just turned that giveaway on. We were 2 hours in from sending out an email to my list saying that, hey guys, there's a giveaway going on. Now these are, bear in mind, these are customers I have already, but they will get additional entries if they share a link with their friends. So they put their email address in, it sends them a special URL that they can send to their friends and say, hey, there's a contest on, go and enter, and you could win all these awesome prizes. I really like it. It's great. When their friends sign up, you get 3 extra entries. So I was 2 hours in and I already had 19. So obviously my goal is 500. 19 was a decent start after 2 hours. So I was very happy with that. At least the test showed me that the contest was working. So I'm also doing a social push with this as well. So something that I mentioned to a couple of the guys during the week in our one-on-one sessions was it's very easy if you're just starting out from scratch, if you're doing some bootstrapping, I guess, with this. So the only thing I'm paying for at the moment is this King Sumo giveaways. You could probably do something with a free giveaway, giveaway copter or something, I think is a free one as well. There are definitely ways to get people into this. I'm using Buffer, which is free as well, to get a whole bunch of social media stuff, I guess, scheduled out. So I've got this event promo going out tomorrow because the event starts tomorrow. Also, while I'm at the event, this thing will go out to my social media pages on Facebook. The promo for the giveaway will go out while I'm there as well. So Buffer is really awesome. It's free. I think free for up to, I think you can put 10 posts per profile, and I think you're allowed to have 3 profiles. So you could have your Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, I guess, on there. And 10 posts, you could probably do 2 a day. There's 5 days worth of posts. So you can get on with running your business and have your social media being done in the background for you, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I have a paid version. Again, I'm not an affiliate for it. I just love the product. It's fantastic. I like the idea. I have so many profiles. I actually have 3 Buffer profiles, which have tapped out the 10 social media profiles. And then you can get, I think it's 200 posts. So I've got months worth of stuff sitting in my buffers at the moment. So I've constantly got 2 to 3 things going out every day on all my social, which I guess if we go back to my numbers, I think it's about 5% of my sales come from that. So that's probably a day a month I'm putting in content, just grabbing bits and pieces here and there, reusing stuff that works. It gives you some fantastic analytics as well. It'll say this post was shared by friends 50 times and re-clicked and reshared and things like that. This one mightn't have done very well at all, so you can then click a button to rebuffer that one that worked. So if something's working, then best to put it out again. Not everyone will see everything that's posted in social media these days, due to algorithms picking what they think is best for people. There's no real issue in posting things more than once if it's evergreen type of stuff. Obviously, a giveaway I'm not going to post, especially if we don't want people to see stuff when it's finished. So, but things like value. So I've got a whole bunch of information on this new product that's come out, which is fantastic, and there's some recipes and all sorts of stuff in there. So I've got a promo here, another promo on the giveaway because there's a giveaway going on, and then a product. And then if you scroll down, which you can't because this is just an image, but I've got all sorts of value peppered throughout my social media posts as well. So obviously I'm pushing the giveaway into the social. So we are 7 days into the giveaway. At the moment, all I've got is a link on my website, pretty innocuous one actually, the email that went out last week, and some social media. That's all I have at the moment. Very, to put it lightly, I really haven't looked at it at all. I put these posts in, I think, 2 weeks ago on the knowing that the giveaway was coming up. I haven't looked at them. I have no idea how they're going. I just know that they're coming out on the days. I think there was one 2 days ago, and there's one tomorrow. And I haven't done a new email yet, so I know we're halfway through, but the giveaway really is for this weekend coming. It's there's a big push. Obviously, the event starting tomorrow, so 5,000 people in front of this. I hopefully pulling a few of those. So having said that, I'm already at 77. My goal being 500, so I'm very happy with where we are at the moment. See people getting confirmed in here, which means they're clicking on the link and sharing it, which is great. Once their friends click and confirm as well, then their entries go up. I think we've got a few people that are sitting with entries of 6 and 9. So some people have had 3 of their friends actually sign up, which is pretty cool. All right, so where is all this going? The fortune is in the follow-up. So I will be putting people onto an email list. And what am I going to do with that email list? So this is what's called a nurture sequence. Now, there's a lot of words on this page, so I'll break it down for you. I am creating an email sequence in my paid MailChimp. I get the ability to set up what's called an automation. So this is a workflow. It's called a workflow recipe. I'm educating subscribers. That's what this one's called. There's all sorts of things you can do, like a welcome series or an e-commerce thing where you pull in some stuff from your e-commerce store. Here's product 1, here's product 2, here's a sale, here's a bonus, here's a blah, blah, blah. So all those things are already set up within MailChimp in the automation sequences. This one I'm doing is an education. So I have these 5, 6 emails going out to these new customers that sign up on the giveaway. I'm doing a welcome, and basically this is the first email that says you're about to get some more emails. Don't leave. We've got lots coming. Building up that awareness and excitement, I guess, over what's happening. Email 2 will be a giveaway reminder with we should have this starting from day 2 of the event. I'll set all this up before I leave, so I won't actually have to do anything with this. It'll all just happen. But people will basically be starting to come in around about day 2 in the event. I'm not going to tie it too much to the event, but I'm going to mention that people like Tony Robbins have said things like you should find alternatives to coffee, and there are plenty of them out there. You should find some healthy fats to increase the good fats in your diet because they're good for your energy and they help you lose weight. Getting great value in your sleep, all things that actually tie into our products. So I will kind of tie it back, bearing in mind that not everyone that's coming into the giveaway will be coming from the event. So I've got some pretty cool stuff. All of these are all value bombs. So I'm trying to give as much value in this as well, and then peppering in the giveaway reminder. So one there, one here, and then a final one. And then I'm announcing the winner, and I'm trying to move them over to the list. So at the moment, they'll be sitting in that paid list, but if I can keep them to the end and they don't unsubscribe during here or at the end, then I'll move them all over to my list. So I'm assuming people that have gotten through here have gone from cold traffic, so around about 500. We'll go through that nurture sequence. So some people will just drop straight off. They'll have their entry and they'll just, look, I don't want any more emails. I'm here for the free stuff. And I'll probably lose some people coming across here. I think that's probably a high number, but I'm hoping with my excellent copywriting skills that I can keep people moving from just the free stuff. I know there's a lot of people that would just want the free stuff. They hear free and they go a bit crazy inside. But if we can keep people from the free over into the nurture sequence, give them lots and lots of value. Here's some free stuff. Here's some cool stuff you didn't know about sleep. Here's some cool stuff about losing weight, keeping healthy, all that sort of stuff, getting your energy back. Then hopefully I can move people over into buyers and get them to make a purchase. My goal is to have half, which is a very lofty goal. Shoot high, aim for the stars. I think half would be awesome. 250 extra people having sales. I'll be very busy. There'll be a lot more midnights packing orders coming up soon. Exciting. So bear in mind, 250 new customers might sound amazing to some people and might sound like a blip on the radar for others, but to me, that's a 25% increase. So that's huge. And back to my why, that would mean a family holiday this year. So very exciting time for me. And it's also the perfect time with 250 extra people all warmed up and ready to buy something to launch something new. So what am I launching? You'll have to hang around till I hit the launch week. I'm launching something very soon. Hopefully in 2 weeks, I'll be able to share with you exactly what it is, but I'm very excited. It sits in that niche. I've been working through a few things with an affiliate product and also a new line of products that I'm bringing to the market that haven't been seen before in Australia. So it's very cool. I'm actually launching them here first, testing it here, working out all the logistics, and then I can move them into my Amazon business as well, which is pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to have a strong run home with this. As I said, I've got one more email to go out to my list. So if you are starting from scratch, doing an email broadcast via MailChimp, if you're collecting emails, whether it's paid traffic, whether you're writing a few articles and you're just waiting for the customers to come in, you can get started with emails. Definitely a great way to go. It's a bit more of a longer term strategy. You will need to use paid traffic if you are hungry to get something happening in the next couple of hours. You can definitely use paid traffic to get things going. I also have the 5,000 people event starting tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow, Thursday. I'm off tomorrow, but off to the event tomorrow, but it starts on Thursday to Sunday. So it'll be a strong run home. We actually draw it on the Tuesday. So there'll be some more social media peppered out and a final email post the event, which will have the event people and my email list saying we're about to launch, we're about to draw, get your final last chance to get your entries in, sharing with friends, push them along. And I'm even thinking the list of people, I might give you a quick glimpse of that. Something I've seen work really well with consumer giveaways is they have this ability to remove unconfirmed people and filter on the entries, and you can actually get rid of people's names and do a leaderboard, which is really, really cool. So I can say, look, there is 30 people with 10 entries or less, which means you only need to share this with 3 people and you'll be in the running to, in the top of the leaderboard sort of thing. So you can kind of give people a sense of urgency and get them to sort of take that final action. So as I said, we'll send that out. So I'm hoping to get that 500 number right up there. All right, that's it from me this week. I'm keen to get back with you guys so I can talk to you about exactly how you can make this work for you. So I'm hoping that was helpful. So we briefly touched on email marketing, lots and lots of funnel stuff again this week, as we get into pre-launch and launch next week. So very exciting. The launch for me this time around is just nailing this giveaway, but I do have a new launch coming next cycle. So when we go back into the 7-day startup, which will kick off in around 3 weeks, we'll start back from day one again. I have a new launch coming, so I want to share that with you and actually take you guys through the whole launch. So I'm starting with some new products. I'll show you exactly how I'm going from ideation to MVP, which will be getting some samples here, through to naming that business, naming the product, getting all of the copy out, doing the marketing and launching. So in a few weeks, actually be about 2 months, we'll be ready to launch. I will by then already have some sales. So I'll be able to show you all the details of that as well. As I said, you can go back to lesson 1 now if you like, rapidexecutive.com/launch to jump on the replay webinars from there. And all of the details from today's slides, notes, clicks, links, bonuses, all that sort of stuff, rapidexecutive.com/live, and you can click the big blue download button. Cool. Now I need to, before you guys all jump on this, I need to turn off the next couple of days. So I'm not available for coaching until next week. So I probably should have removed this slide. If you get in there before I get to turn it off, then I will definitely meet with you. But there are no slots this week, guys. So very sorry about that. They're already filled up. But normally you can jump on the big red button. I've put it on there now, and grab a Skype call with me if you want to chat about your business. All right, let's come back with me. I've run out of water, so I'm getting very dry. How was that? I hope that was useful. I know I'm talking about my launch strategy in here, but I have been talking to a bunch of you this week, so I know that a few of you are going through a very similar thing, and I'm hoping that these are some easy, crunchy solutions that you can put to work for your own business. All right, who have we got here? Shane, Paul, Eddie, Francis, the usual suspects. Nice to see you guys. So I hope that was useful. Any questions, guys, jump into rapidexecutive.com/live. And I can hang around for about 10 minutes tonight. That's all I've got. So we will get into any questions that you guys have got. I'll hang around as long as I can, but I need to pack for a very big couple of days coming up. So very exciting. I still have a few things I haven't done yet. Has anyone done a event before? This is our fifth big event. Can you explain what you use Trello for? Yes, I can. I did skip over that this week. We talked about it last week. Everything that I build, I'm building into what's called a standard operating procedure. So if you've seen a book called the E-Myth, anything like that, it's all about building processes so that you can scale. I don't want to do all of the work all the time, forever. I'll get to your question in a sec, Shane. What I've done here is automate everything. So I have an automated ClickFunnels happening for my customers to that affiliate product. I've got them coming in via live traffic to a video. The video then says, when you're done, click this and sign up. They sign up. I am automating with Trello, Zapier, and ClickFunnels. So Zapier sits in the middle of Trello and ClickFunnels. Everyone that signs up in ClickFunnels, they have all of their contact details in there. Zapier finds that there's a new customer and it takes all of the details plus a bunch of new stuff that I've put in and some checklists and creates a card in Trello so that I can then see in Trello that I've got some new signups and I've got a checklist of things that I need to do with that sign up. So I need to create an account for them with some of the details and then send it over to them. So it gives me just a quick step through. I'm going through that myself for a few weeks while I sort that out, because I want to get some feedback, direct feedback from the customers to see what does and doesn't work. So I've had some of that. I've had a few customers complain that it didn't work, or that it wasn't fast enough, like my sequence didn't work properly, so I need to give different lead times and things like that. All that to say, I'm building this as an automated process that I can give to somebody else. So where I can, I'm using a tool to automate anything that I would do more than once that's easy, and building out a process that I could say, when someone is in Trello, here's a checklist, follow the checklist, send them an email. That's what I'm doing with Trello. So I'm using Trello as a customer relationship management tool, and it's really simple, really good checklist stuff. I love dragging people over and ticking off all the boxes, so they're done. I hope that explains it. Very long-winded answer to what are you using Trello for. I love Trello. Shane says, is the new meetup venue a permanent one or just a trial? Good question. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a regular one. Whether it's a permanent one all the time or not, probably not. Reason being, the owner of the venue in Malaga can give us the room anytime for any length of time for free. And he also has some awesome contacts in the manufacturing, in the sponsorship, in the venture capital area as well. So it's a great spot hub for us to have our event. We can do it in the daytime, we can do it in the evening. I can even get keys to the place. So it's definitely, from a flexibility point, works really well. I know, being very north, it's not the best for everybody, but so I'm not sure it'll be the only venue. We had another new venue the week before, which is in North Beach. Again, it's north, but if you guys can find anything south or in the city that's similar, that has any sort of flexibility in it, then let us know, and we'll do that as well. So you can let us know on the meetup as well. If you go to rapidexecutive.com/meetup if you're in Perth and want some more details on that. Let us know in there. There's a poll going at the moment, actually, on rapidexecutive.com/meetup. If you go in there, there's a poll on locate your favorite location and your favorite time. So if you pick those, then majority rules on that. Fantastic about the giveaways. Didn't know about social buffer. Yeah, there's a couple of tools like that. So Hootsuite is another one. HOOT Suite, like owl. It's another one that does reasonably well. I think its statistics are very good. I don't use the statistics as much any more than what I just said. I schedule out months worth at a time. So I'll sit down with a whole bunch of social media apps open at me with all the things that I curate and go, okay, that's cool, that's not, that's cool. Get lost in there for maybe an hour or two. At the end, I come out with a whole bunch of cool links and maybe a little snippet about what it was for them. I might even capture it from the headline. I'm very much into keto at the moment. So the ketogenic diet, using fat for energy instead of carbs. Really love that sort of stuff. And there is so much great content around reducing carbs and curing cancer and all that sort of stuff. So it's very easy for me to attribute, just put a little couple of words on the top of that. This is awesome. This is cool. Love this. More on the links between cancer and keto and things like that. So there's some really great stuff that I can pull together. I'll whack all that in one day. So I'll spend maybe 2 hours, 3 hours tops. If there's lots of reading, it might be the 3 hours. Maybe once a month, maybe more. I can't remember when I did those last ones. It was quite a while ago. But I'll put all those into Buffer, and I've just got social media coming constantly in the background. Obviously, I do, when customers reach out and comment and things like that, I've got all those notifications coming to my phone as well. So it's not like a set and forget. It's not automated to a point where it's a robot or anything like that. When people comment and say, oh, this is a great article, or they share it with their friends, I always pop in and say hi, and anything else I can help with and stuff, so they know it's a real company, real people behind it as well. But definitely Buffer can save you so much time. And you've constantly got something happening as well. So you've got when people land on your page and they see that it was the last update was 6 months ago, just because you haven't gotten around to it, they might think your company's dead. So grab you some time when you come back from Sydney. Not sure we'll make it to Malaga. Yep. We'll definitely be meeting in Malaga next Wednesday. That's, I guess, a test or trial for the venue. As Shane said before, it's definitely a trial, but it'll be a regular thing, because I think we can make that work. We're definitely aiming for specifically helping people with physical products, because that's certainly we're aiming for that. It might end up being a more regular event for the FBA meetup, the Amazon FBA meetup as well. And he says, have a nice time dancing away with Tony Robbins, by the way. If you need a DJ, let me know. He has some pretty funky stuff. There's lots of rev up kind of music, and yeah, I know Eddie would know what I'm talking about. Very cool stuff, very good timing on certain things, and really good. But if he's looking for a DJ, I'll let him know. Brent says, where's the poll, webpage or Facebook group? It's rapidexecutive.com/meetup will take you to the meetup page, and then polls, that's in there. I don't think I'd put a pretty link for that, an easy way to get to it, sorry. rapidexecutive.com/meetup takes you to the meetup.com page for us, for our meetup. And then there's a button called polls. It's at the top. That's the latest poll on where should we meet and when. So if you want to put your favorite spot in there. Ben says, Nathan, what do you use to advertise the affiliate link on Facebook? What do I use to advertise the affiliate link on Facebook? Do you mean, what do I use to advertise the affiliate link on Facebook? So the ad itself and the copy is value based. So I'm by far the cheapest, most effective way to do Facebook marketing for a product that needs a bit of an intro is to use video. So video is cheap. Images are more expensive. So video converts way cheaper on Facebook. Now video won't work for everyone, but 80%, I can't think of things that it won't work for. So yeah, I won't get into that. There are definitely some things that won't work for, but so I'm selling an affiliate product. The affiliate product has an intro video. So the intro video is taking people from, I've heard about something maybe about this. If I haven't, then it's kind of giving you the intro as well. And then it kind of walks you through and really summarizes and dumbs it down to the lowest common denominator, I guess. And sort of you need to find out more. But it's a great video. It's an excellent video. All I did was copy the video. So the video is on the affiliate website. I just took it, snapped it out and put it into a Facebook ad with some words to the effect of, watch this 2-minute video. Have you heard about keto before? So kind of curiosity, nothing too salesy or pushy. And then just using Facebook ad itself. So that's the ad itself. I'm sharing that link on my page as well. So it's not like a hide and seek sort of thing, which you'll see with some pages. But I'm just targeting my audience, a lookalike audience, with I think a 1 to 2% variance or something like that. So if you're starting from scratch, you can pick demographics. If you have a website already and you're reasonably advanced to the point where you've got a pixel on your website already, you can create a lookalike audience really easily. That's probably the best way down the line. If you're just starting, definitely look up how to add a Facebook pixel in it. It's super simple, especially if you're using WordPress. There's a plugin called Pixel Your Site. It's free. You grab it, you go to Facebook, and it gives you a number. So under your Facebook settings, pixels, it gives you a number. You copy that number into the plugin and click save, and you're pixeled. And then you can use that pixel. So everyone that lands on your site, Facebook knows about it, knows who they are. When you go back into Facebook, create an ad, you can create a lookalike audience from everyone that's gone in there. So I think it's 500 now. I think it's five. You need at least 500 people to have visited the page before you can create a lookalike. But that would work over a short period. So you could pay to get people there to your site and then create a lookalike audience and do it for a lot cheaper. But yeah, start with demographics. But the idea is to get people that you know kind of who they are. I hope that answers your question, Ben. I made a few assumptions there. Right, anything else, guys, before I jump off? I have about a million things to do and a lot of sleep I need to get before I change time zones tomorrow. You're welcome, Ben. I'm glad it was helpful. Hang around if you need to in the comments. People can help you out there. I can hang around a little bit longer in the comments, but I need to jump off here so I can jump on the quick team meeting to catch everyone up to where we are so that they can take over from me while I'm asleep. And we've got a very big couple of days. So yeah, thanks Shane. Thanks for coming along. Hopefully I can see all you guys next week. I'll definitely be on the meetup next Tuesday. That'll be a very weary one for me. Thank you. Very informative session. So let's talk launch next week. So I'll show you a recap on how the weekend went, and the rings around my eyes will be even worse than they are tonight. So that'll be fun. I can't wait for next time. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Ben. We'll get into launch next week. So I'll show you the launch recap from this one next week, and next Wednesday we're in person for launch as well. So if you are launching something, please come along. I always love sharing the successes from this group. We've launched a few businesses since we've started a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, we started this. Yes, a little over 18 months ago, we started this meetup group. We're now almost 1,400 members strong, and we've launched a couple of businesses along the way. So it's always exciting to see other people share their, yeah, I did it. I've got my first sale, or I launched my thing, or I sent that email that I hadn't sent for God knows how long. And we all do it too, guys. We all do it. Thanks heaps. Thanks, Eddie. Good to see you. We all do it. I had one recently. I procrastinated my way through months. I had we've talked a few times over the last couple of weeks about Amazon FBA. So that's taking product that you have or that is in China, moving it to Amazon, and that's all you need to do. Amazon picks, packs, ships, works out customer service, all that sort of stuff. So Amazon, the biggest e-commerce store in the world. It's a great model for getting and launching products, validating ideas and things like that. It's a fantastic model. I had some product already boxed up, ready to go, sitting in my office for almost 4 months. I procrastinated. I finally had someone kick my butt and send it over. It took about 5 days to get it to the US, about 3 more days until I had my first sale. So very silly waiting for those 4 months. So we all do it, guys. We're all guilty of not hitting that launch button. So if you are on the fence about whether to open the floodgates, you're worried about not having it a flood and just having it a trickle, do it anyway. That first sale is always super exciting. I still remember my first sale for my e-commerce store. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you his email address. I know where he lives. It's only because I remember my first sale. You will remember your first sale. So launching, you learn from launching. So you do not learn until you launch, to phrase Dan Norris. All right, guys, I'm jumping off before I waffle any longer. I hope that was fun for you. I hope you enjoyed it and learnt some. rapidexecutive.com/live if you need any more details. I'll leave the chat box open for a little bit longer. If you're watching on the replay, thanks, guys, and I will see you soon.